Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this lightning edition of the Daily High with your host, Matt McGregor, and the famous Tone Vase. Good morning, Tone. How are you, mate?
Morning. I got an important call at the top of the hour, so I am just going to go live and do a very, very quick show. In yesterday's show, when we were doing the show, we were just bouncing off the bottom of this trend line, and I drew this bullish triangle saying that, hey, there is a 20% chance that we're actually going to go up. We're going to eliminate this green or this red star candle. And well, we didn't have a red star candle to begin with at the time, and then we got a chance to get to the top of that triangle. This triangle is now destroyed. And what we have is a double bottom versus the prior swing low. And now I give it about a 90% probability that we are going to go and to the next double bottom and probably break that double bottom. So as you can see from the title of the show, will 60,000 hold? I don't see how that's possible. So I mean, is it possible? Yes, anything is possible. But I am looking at the TA, the same TA I've been, doing for over 20 years now. And in this scenario, I just don't see how there could be anything bullish in this regard. The MRI is bearish. The chart patterns are bearish. You have your green diamonds on the daily. You have your green diamond on the weekly. But either way, the weekly is bearish, the monthly is bearish, the daily is bearish. We have a 10 a.m. coming up. We've had this channel that I drew like 3 or 4 days ago, and it's following this channel absolutely perfectly. We are back into the biggest danger zone, and I don't see how we end up getting out of this mess. So I am very, very bearish. Just wanted to come on for a few minutes to say that. As far as other markets go, gold and silver, I drew this trend line on silver, I think, yesterday. So silver is in the opposite direction than Bitcoin. I think this trend line has a chance of reversing silver to the back to the downside. To me, this is still a bearish pattern in silver. But silver was rising while Bitcoin was dropping. So we'll see if Bitcoin starts to crash again. Maybe that's the time for precious metals to keep rising. But I still think they have topped. On the S&P side, the S&P is having a decent morning. So it's kind of surprising why Bitcoin is crashing. But the S&P is also on a monthly MRI top. So I wouldn't be rushing into any S&P trades the rest of this month. Let's see how next month goes. All right, that's it for me. Coming back to the studio, and your 5 minutes is up. My 5 minutes is up. Your 5 minutes begins.
Well, before I go, please like, subscribe, share it with your friends, do all those good things. Look, my analysis is going to be quite good, I think. Look, I'm on the 4-hour time frame right now, and this is that what do we call it? Bearish pennant that we had drawn in last night in the show, and I just like, oh, you got that call coming through now, have you, mate? Oh, I'll keep going. Look, this is that bear pennant that I drew in last night. We came down and broke that bear pennant last night, came into exactly the MRI support and resistance line, which, is exactly where my trade was at 66 to 50. Because, as I've mentioned in previous shows, I'm the main character here and you guys are all NPCs. It just has to be on the exact spot of my bloody trade. But then, like, the rally came in this morning, which I was super, super not convinced was going to be a good rally. I thought we would come back and retest the breakdown point of that bear pennant, which we did to the dollar, rolled over the trade, and just like in like the last 30 minutes as I was watching this, I'm like, all right, this is done. This is cooked. We are cooked here. So there's a really cool button here over on BitGet where you can just hit reverse. I put the same trade on that I was long from back on this candle right here. Oh, that thing's in the way. Anyway, you can see right here, I was long there and I held it all the way through to break even and just hit reverse. So I'm in $300 of unrealized profit right now. I think there's a fantastic opportunity for this thing to drop hard and fast because that Crypto last night, remember I said somebody was retweeting his exact thing? That was Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen was actually took exactly Crypto's chart, which we all saw, right? We all saw this. and it played out perfectly, especially with that throwback there. I agree with Tone. I think that this is going to drop like a stone very, very quickly. In fact, today, and I'm a better trader to the downside because I'm not romantic with positions. Like if I'm up 10K, I'll be like, beauty, bang, just close the trade. But when I'm along, I'm like, I'm going to hold this for 4 years. I've always been that way. I make all
Yeah,
my
yeah,
money.
that's a good point. It's a lot easier to bank your profit when you're in a short trade than when you're in a long trade. Because you're in a long trade, you just think it's going to keep going forever.
Yeah, you do because we're romantic about Bitcoin. But I'm gonna just watch this trade over the next few hours, take a few $1,000 out of it. I still think that everything I've said in the previous weeks are correct. This weekly green diamond is highly valid. At or below that weekly green diamond are all long-term fantastic buys. So I will just be flipping this. I might even hit that reverse button once again. But and just go long again from a lower point. It's what I've always said. Coming back to you in the studio, Tone. I don't mind this drop. I don't mind. It just has more blood to get out, but I'm short, so all good. Hope you guys are okay.
All right, we're back in the studio now. Yeah, I'm gonna probably be winding down my Bitcoin Knots versus the BIP 110 series because I'm realizing that like 90% of all the crazies about BIP 110, they're all bots, man. They're all 2020. They're all Twitter accounts that were created in 2020. They're all anonymous. All they do is retweet. Yeah, there's no economic value. There's just a few people at the top, maybe three or four prominent people at the top with a following, a bunch of people that were around in 2017 that clearly never understood how Bitcoin works. And the rest is just an army of bots. It's like sock puppets of Roger Ver back from 2017. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, and you're never going to convince anybody of anything anymore. That's that time for like making a solid argument that makes people thoughtful and like reconsider their own
Yeah.
position. Well, that's
Yeah,
done.
no, I
That
mean,
no
like
one.
a lot of people are DMing me, thanking me for the Bitcoin Knots versus core series that I did because no one else was doing that kind of content as usual, right?
Yeah,
As
but
usual, like I want to watch content like the content I create, but nobody does it, right? Like this is the thing.
yeah,
Like I was doing that Bitcoin Law show. Nobody did it before or after, right? I was doing the
yeah.
crypto scam show. Nobody did it before or after, right? Some people are doing Bitcoin news, but they're not like analyzing the news with a developer, with a finance person, with like they're not coming at news and analyzing what this means for the future with different analysts. Like no one does this kind of content. And the same
It's a
thing. The reason why I did core versus not series is because nobody was doing that kind of content, right? It's kind of crazy, right? Because the world of YouTube is all about clicks and views. It's not about or it's about educating you on a topic, but for the purposes of clicks and views. No one is actually educating you for the purposes of education.
Well, I mean, I think we've all changed. I used to watch. It would be not strange for me to like 5 years ago to watch a debate you had with the lawyers on your crypto show that went for 6 hours. With
Right.
the one particular I'm thinking of is like the one with Richard Hart. It was
Richard
like
Hart, right?
six hours long. I watched the entire thing live. There's no way I'm watching you for 6 hours now, like just live, unless it's like Richard Hart gets back on. That'd be great, but like I just can't do it anymore. Like
Right.
no, it's hard now, right? All right, look, you got to go.
Right, but
We'll
but
see
by
how.
watching that, but by watching that 6 hours with Richard Hart, you understood why he was eventually going to go to prison and why he's now
It,
wanted by Interpol, right? Like it wasn't like we were making shit up. We were
no,
saying exactly what was going to happen.
and I can remember the show fondly 6 years ago. Do you know? Like I don't remember the things I watch now 5 minutes later, and so there's merit to doing long format shows, Tone, and I applaud you for continually doing it. I know you've got to go. You keep talking, and I'm trying to wind you up because I know you got a call in 3 minutes.
All right,
So
I gotta jump on a call. Thank you guys for watching. See you all on the next one.
thanks, guys.